depending on the architect or the geometry here in Italy, we want to remove. God, I can smell them as piggy as well. Good job there's newspaper on the floor. Okay, good morning. It's day 2 of being Italian homeowners, and we arrived about an hour ago and we opened up all the windows and doors so that we can show you a proper tour around. It's very cold, it's about 5 degrees, but it is the 22nd of December, so almost Christmas. Alright, so if I turn around, there you go, and we'll go this way. So this is the start of the house here, this whole building here. Okay, so from here, it's all 3 of those, so 1, 2, 3, and it's all of this building. There's the balconies from the outside, and then we can go through and there's our, like, what's it called, an archway? Tunnel? Yeah. Okay, so through this way. So this is the first floor. So this is actually underneath our house, and apparently the previous owner of this place worked on the frescoes and on the plasterwork of the Duomo in Milan. Through here we've got a cellar, but we'll go through that later. And if I follow Becky, she's going to take us into the house. Okay.
Ready?
Yep. There's the doggies. Come on, Gandalf, up you come. Okay, so first off, in there, but we'll show you this second. This is where the gas is and all the water connections, and then through there you've got like this old pantry area, but it's so dark because we haven't got any electricity or lights hooked up. But anyway, we'll go upstairs. Okay, so strangely, I don't know whether you're used to this, but in Italian homes they sell the furniture with the house. So there's lots of old stuff in here, lovely wardrobes, pictures of St. Francis of Assisi, cupboards, etc. An old fireplace here, and then you've got all of these doors which all open up to the outside. So that's just down there was where we were a minute ago, and then you can see up into the mountains over there. We think this area here is our garden because it was in the deeds, but we're not sure, and we don't want to upset anyone at the moment, and it's probably a right of access anyway, but we'll find out. Anyway, Becky's going to take us into the next room.
Okay.
Here you go, darling, on the camera.
Hello. Okay, so this is what I call the big cupboard room. I think it's a bedroom, as you can see from the ceiling. This is what I'm most excited about. The ceilings are beautiful, and I'm hoping we can do some paint work and kind of maybe add some colour to these over time, make them really beautiful and a bit more grand. So yeah, this is this room. We've got a massive big wardrobe here, and we're not really sure what to do with it, but there we go. And then round here, look, kind of these retro tile floors, probably going to get rid of them. So we've got a little window here, and then we go around here behind the cupboard. Show us the way, Pickles.
So this is the first balcony. Can't really see much out of it, but I think if this room, you can make like a snug with this area, so you've got like a big sofa, a TV and stuff, and make it really nice and warm. I think it would be lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this will be the living space.
Okay.
Okay.
back up, Pickles. We've got a bathroom here, although this is just a temporary partition wall. So we're thinking that maybe this would be better if it was an open plan space, with probably no bathroom here, and maybe putting just a downstairs loo at the bottom floor and then keeping a bathroom to the upper floor. We haven't really worked it out yet. Yeah, beautiful ceiling. You know, not too many people can watch you poop, so that's kind of good, I suppose. Cool. There's a saucepan in the bath. Okay, now we go to the next floor. I think we think there used to be a window here, and there isn't now, so it's a little bit dark. So we may look into doing something with that. So this is strangely the kitchen and the living room area. So this is the kitchen. Really weird. It's kind of.
But look at all the old
curved roof.
Stuff in the kitchen. Strange. But a nice, nice big sink.
Yeah.
Good
high for Gandalf.
Yeah, what we could do is turn this into like a bedroom or something.
And then
the kitchen downstairs.
Another pantry in there. We think maybe this could be quite a cool bedroom instead of a kitchen, and make the kitchen downstairs, and like a living room downstairs. This is, I think, the main Sejeno living room. We've got some sofas. Green.
The issue we've got with this room though is that if you look at the roof, it's all a bit like damp and falling through, and I'm a bit worried that we might have some ingress of water coming in.
Yeah.
And they removed the light, which tends to suggest there's an electrical issue as well.
There's these strange like doll wigs all over the house. They look like brains from a distance, but when you get close, they look like doll wigs. I'm not really sure. Anyway, this is quite a cool view, and you can see the mountain there. There's getting snow, especially that one. There's quite a lot of snow in the village now, especially on the mountains. I think there's a skiing mountain not too far from here. It's known for being quite good for that. Not that I would know. Cool.
Like
Again,
the corner bits are really nice.
A little bit of colour. We can maybe make that quite fantastic.
And this is a bit of a sun trap, which is quite nice, and especially in the AM. I think in the summer this is going to be really nice and warm.
Yeah.
You can kind of see the lake from here.
See again. Lots of papers, some notary deeds for things.
Yeah, and there's a passport here from 1962, which is pretty cool, isn't it?
Massively cool.
With like all these old, almost like Indiana Jones style stamps in them. Look at that, isn't that fantastic? I don't know what they are. Administrative. I don't know.
Very cool.
Maybe it's not a passport. Is it a passport?
Yep.
Okay. But all these people would have been alive during fascist Italy, which is really quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then finally going up into, this is our favourite bit because it's got a lot of potential.
But it needs the most work.
It does. Come on then, let's go.
Okay.
Come on,
Let's go, gang.
Come on.
It's a big climb for Pickles. Oh, these great little rads are probably going to have to go. So these, again, are really narrow steps.
Come on. Get out of there.
He's not allowed in there.
Took a little pee in there.
Oh, great. That's something to deal with.
No. Look, he's a naughty boy. Look at him.
He knows he's
Yeah,
done
naughty
something
boy, aren't you?
Okay, so this is the area that needs the most work. As you can see, there's lots of gaps in the roof.
Although this is what we think has the most potential because it says it's currently untenable in the deed, but the plan is we're going to, well, depending on the architect or the geometer here in Italy, we want to remove. God, I can smell them as piggy, smell that. Good job there's newspaper on the floor. We're going to remove this bit of the roof and then it'll just be this open veranda.
Yeah.
But we don't know about the laws or the rules. We thought these were holes in the roof, but it turns out they're like glass tiles, which is quite nice.
Do you want to show the cool things that we saw the other day?
What cool things? Oh yeah.
The sirens.
Oh yeah, and then we don't know what these are. Maybe you can help. Maybe you can help us out. But here, pinned up to the walls, there's these three what look like, I don't know, sirens. One's got, I don't know, some kind of like torch, something else, and a jug of water. They just look like mermaids or sirens. But loads of old stuff that we've got to clear out and go through. But as you can see, look, it goes all the way back. So if we completely removed this roof, you could stand up in it and you'd have these views out to the lake, you'd have the views up into the mountains. I think it'd be quite cool. Look, there's the naughty boy. Okay.
Cool. Okay, so we'll first go to the bedroom. So this, I think, will be the main bedroom. Ooh, bit of a gap. Deal with that. This has probably the most, apart from the living room, the most issues with, I think, like damp areas.
There's like there's mushrooms growing there.
Yeah, we'll deal with that.
It's actually plants growing.
You look like you've been put in the naughty corner.
But that's what is that hollow wall? Where does that go to?
I don't know. These are all questions we hope to answer.
If that's a hollow wall, that goes into next door, I think.
So what's really cool, so you can see obviously the windows need to be completely replaced. We need double glazing. We need to replace the edging around the windows as well because it's just a bit rotten and gross. This is the view that I'm really excited about.
This is quite cool, actually. Be careful.
So
can you see that? That's all the lake.
it's a really misty day, unfortunately. So, but there's all the lake. And we quite like, ideally, to put like a balcony up here.
Yeah, so Bellagio is over there. But down here by the lake, so it's what, a 3-minute drive from us, is Argeno.
Yeah.
And Argeno is like a really like quite vibrant place. It's got loads of restaurants and bars, but it's also got the ferry port, which
Yeah.
can take it all over the island very quickly, which is great.
Ideal. I'd like all of this wall to be glass so I could just look out in the morning, have a coffee.
Yeah.
My favourite bit though is what I want to turn into the ensuite. So I'd like to have this as an ensuite, maybe a secondary access point if that's something we do, and have a big bath in the middle of the room. And again, all this will be glass, that's my dream. So this is my favourite bit of the house. And it's really warm as well today, which is nice. And the sun's hiding behind the mountains.
It's a really cold day, isn't it?
It's freezing. So that's our house.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, we don't know what we're going to do now. We've got to go back to Naples tomorrow. Well, we don't have to, but we can't live here over Christmas because there's no electricity, no water. We have to work out how you get gas, how we clag up the electricity and actually pay the bills for the electricity, how you put the water on. We don't want to do it because
It's not connected to the mains.
It's an old house. If we turn it on, is there going to be leaks everywhere? So what we're going to do today is we're going to clean the place up a little bit.
Get rid of all that Melba toast from the 70s.
Yeah, get rid of the 70s toast. And
Unless anyone wants it.
yeah, and then that's it. I think I was going to look at that roof, but it turns out there weren't holes in the roof. There are actually glass tiles, which is really good.
Yeah, it seems weatherproof, doesn't it?
It does, and it's been here for 20 years unattended, and it's still standing. So it can be here for another month or so, can't it? And yeah, so we'll do a bit of recording of us In the next episode, I was cleaning the place up, and yeah, and that's it for this episode.
Where it all begins.